do it together, and then we'll take a break before to reload. And the old shall dream dreams, and the youth shall see visions, and our hope shall rise up to the sky. We must live for today, we must build for tomorrow. Give us time, give us strength, give us life. Now one more time, just so it's really in our heads, and we'll come back to it later. And the old shall dream dreams, and the youth shall see visions, and our hope shall rise up to the sky. We must live for today, we must build for tomorrow. Give us time, give us strength, give us life. And at the very end, we're going to do that last line twice. Give us time, give us strength, give us life. And can anybody hear me? There you go. Before we begin, I want to introduce this year's confirmation class to our Saturday morning regulars. Why doesn't everybody stand up and go find somebody that you don't know and introduce yourself? And say Shabbat Shalom. Grandfather. Well, we're going to do a couple of things this morning to help link the generations of our community. We have a great link in the community over here. Marvin's grandson's in the confirmation class. So let's turn to page 4 in the Shabbat morning prayer book. Bottom of the page. Modeh ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam shehechazarta binishmati b'chemla Rabba emunatecha Rabba emunatecha. Gabby was right, those that were confused. It's the thinner of the prayer books. Modeh ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam shehechazarta binishmati b'chemla Rabba emunatecha Rabba emunatecha.
We're going to turn in our prayer books to page 6, and we will read together the blessing for studying Torah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who hallows us with your mitzvot and commands us to engage in the study of Torah together. Eternal our God, make the words of your Torah sweet to us and to the house of Israel, your people, that we and our children may be lovers of your name and students of your Torah. Blessed is Adonai, the teacher of Torah to your people Israel.
And whenever we do a blessing for Torah, it has to be followed by Torah, or it would be an empty blessing. And so we study the words of Torah while we sing Elu Divarim on page 7. Elu Divarim she'en lahem shiur, Elu Divarim she'en lahem shiur, Elu Divarim she'en lahem shiur, ve'elu hein. Elu Divarim she'en lahem shiur, Elu Divarim she'en lahem shiur, Elu Divarim she'en lahem shiur, ve'elu hein. Kibud avayim Udmilut chasadim V'hashkamat Beit HaMidrash Shacharit ve'arvit Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur Ve'elu hein Ve'hachnasat orchim Uvikur cholim Ve'hachnasat kala Uvayad hamet V'yun tfilah V'yun V'hava'at shalom ben adam lechavero. V'talmud Torah keneged kulam. V'talmud Torah keneged kulam. V'talmud Torah keneged kulam. Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur. Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur. Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur. Ve'elu hen. Ve'elu hen. Ve'elu hen.
We'll turn to page 9, and we will chant together Nisim B'chol Yom, our blessings for everyday miracles. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who has given the mind the ability to distinguish day from night. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who opens the eyes of the blind. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who clothes with awareness. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who frees the captive. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who lifts up the fallen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who spreads out the earth upon the waters. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who makes firm our steps. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who gives strength to the weary. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who removes sleep from the eyes, slumber from the eyelids. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who forms me in the image of God. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me to be free. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who made me a Jew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who girds Israel with strength. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who crowns Israel with splendor. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who provides for all my needs. We turn to the Chatzi Kaddish on page 12. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, v'yamad divrach irtei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, bagala, bagala, uv'izman kariv, v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach, le'alam le'amei amaya, yitbarach, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'ipar v'tromam v'itnaseh, v'itadar v'italev v'talal, shmei d'kudusha b'richu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran b'yama v'imru amen. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la la Adonai, to whom our praise is due.
Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due, now and forever.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer or uvorei choshech, osei shalom uvorei et hakol, hameir la'aretz v'ladarim aleha barachamim, uvtuvo mechadesh b'chol yom tamid ma'aseh v'reishit. Ma rabu ma'asecha Adonai, kulam b'chochma asita, mal'al ha'aretz kinyanecha, titbarach Adonai Eloheinu, al shabach ma'aseh yadecha, ve'al me'orei or she'asita yifarucha sela, or chadash al Tzion ta'ir, v'nizkeh hulanu mehera le'oro, Baruch atah Adonai, yotzer ha'me'orot. Let's turn to page 14, and we'll read responsively in the English at the bottom of the page. Deep is your love for us, abiding your compassion. From of old we have put our trust in you, and you have taught us the laws of life. Be gracious now to us, that we may understand and fulfill the teachings of your word.
Enlighten our eyes in your Torah, that we may cling to your mitzvot. Unite our hearts to love and revere your name. We trust in you and rejoice in your saving power, for you are the source of our help. You have called us and drawn us near to you in faithfulness. Joyfully we lift up our voices and proclaim your unity, O God, and love you have called us to your service. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel,
Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. You may be seated. We'll continue on page 16.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shiftecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam liot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'isharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher chotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'elohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
We'll turn to page 17 and read responsively. True and enduring, beloved and precious, awesome, good, and beautiful is this eternal teaching.
The eternal God is our ruler. You are the rock of Jacob, our protecting shield.
You abide through all generations. Your name is eternal. Your throne stands firm. Your sovereignty and faithfulness are everlasting.
Your words live and endure, true and precious to all eternity.
Adonai, our God, you redeemed us from Egypt.
You set us free from the house of bondage.
For this, the people who felt your love sang songs of praise to you.
The living God, high and exalted, mighty and awesome.
Who humbles the proud and raises the lowly, who frees the captive and redeems the oppressed.
Who is the answer to all who cry out. All praise to God Most High, the source of blessing. Like Moses, Miriam, and Israel, we sing to you this song of rejoicing. שמחו גאולים ושמך שפת הים יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד Yisrael, Kuma Bezrat Yisrael, Uvdechenu Mecha, Yehuda veYisrael, Go Aleinu, Adonai Tzvaot Shemo, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch Atah Adonai, Gaal Yisrael. Page 19. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Svatai tiftach. Na 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 Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatah. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Svatai tiftach. Na 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 Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני,
מחיי הכל אתה רב
להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. Page 21. נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ כבודו. אדיר אדירנו אדוני אדוננו, מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, הוא מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהייך ציון לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
You may be seated. We'll continue singing Yismechu.
ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת בקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת בקורא עונג שבת. מקדשי שביעית שבת, כולם ישמעו איתנו מטובך שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. והשביעי רצית בו וקידשנו שבת. חמדת ימים אותו קראת שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. זכר למעשה בראשית שבת. זכר למעשה בראשית שבת. ישמחו
We'll continue now for a few moments of silent prayer.
Say Shalom Bimromav Say Shalom Aleinu Be'al Kol Yisrael Ve'yimeru Amen. Oh, say Shalom Bimromav Say Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'yimeru Amen. Oh, say Shalom Bimromav say Shalom Aleinu Be'al Kol Yisrael Ve'yimeru Amen. Oh, say Shalom Bimromav say Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'yimeru Amen. We have come to Seder Kriyat Torah, the service for the reading of the Torah, and Rabbi Crimmings is going to take the Torah from the Ark and bring it through the congregation so people can be close to it as we prepare to undress it and read from it. And then Debbie McNeil is going to share with us the Torah reading this morning. Please rise. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed, Al HaTorah ve'al Avodah ve'al Gemilut Chasadim, Al HaTorah ve'al Avodah ve'al Gemilut Chasadim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed, Al HaTorah ve'al Avodah ve'al Gemilut Chasadim, Al HaTorah ve'al Avodah ve'al Gemilut Chasadim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. You may be seated. Debbie, I'm going to grab a microphone.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. The Torah portion for this Shabbat is Bahar, as in Bahar Sinai, as in on Mount Sinai. This Torah portion has directions by Adonai to Moses for the Israelites, which were told to Moses on Mount Sinai. That's why the portion is named that. Have you heard of the sabbatical year? The sabbatical year comes in Israel every 7 years, and in that year, the land lies fallow and has a rest. The part of the portion we're going to read this morning is about the Jubilee year, which is after 7 sabbatical years. So doing our math, 7 sabbatical years would be 7 times 7 would be 49 years would be the 7th sabbatical year. And the year after that, the 50th year, is the Jubilee year. And that year was very important in Israel, in ancient Israel, and the Torah portion tells us what happens in the Jubilee year, which is that all debts are forgiven, are released. All slaves are freed. They go back to their families. All land goes back to whoever owned it before. It says goes back to the one who possessed it. And landowners may not make money from their land. They may not plant it, they may not harvest it, they may not even harvest what grew there just by accident, which is called the aftergrowth. They may not pick the overgrown vines, but instead everyone may eat from the land according to their need. Now that's, and why does that happen? Later in the portion, a part we are not going to read, but it says that happens because the land is God's. The land is not ours. The land is God's, and we are just dwellers and residents on the land. And so that's very different from our concept in modern America. We more think about how it was by my hand, by my effort, by my education, that I got what I have, and I'm entitled to it. It's a different concept. Rabbi Dov Linzer, in a devar that my daughter suggested to me, he's the head of the yeshiva at Yeshivat Chovevei Torah Rabbinical School. He writes about this portion and says that the portion tells us that the world and everything in it does not ultimately belong to us. And so we have to shift our thinking to the idea that instead of the idea that we and what we have done and what we have as the center of the world, God is the center instead. And he makes the point that the Torah has a lot of commandments about individual holiness. You know, we shall love our neighbor as ourselves. We shall not put a stumbling block before the blind. We shall keep Shabbat. These are all things that we are called on individual holiness, individual Kedusha. But the Torah also calls our society to Kedusha, to holiness, and the Jubilee is an example of that. So the Jubilee calls on us as a society to be holy because the land is God's and the things in it are God's. They are not actually, they are not ours, and holiness calls us to forgive the debts of other people and allow a new start. I think holiness calls on us to have policies in our society that give people second chances in life. It calls on us to reduce the gap between rich and poor, because after all, the people who are rich, if you take the premise that God is at the center, the people who are rich are not entitled to keep everything they have, and things need to be evened out among rich and poor. It calls for, in my mind, opportunities that provide education, jobs, housing, so that the society is more what the Torah envisioned. One other thing about this Torah portion, which is really neat, is that in verse 10, it says, proclaim liberty throughout the land to all its inhabitants. And you'll hear that in the portion. That verse is written on the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia. And of course, it's intended to mean proclaim personal and political liberty throughout the land, right, to all its inhabitants. But the Torah portion is talking about the Jubilee year in which, and the word liberty is actually release. It's talking about proclaim release of debts throughout the land in the Jubilee year. So it's an interesting thing how that the one meaning in the Torah has been used in a different sense to apply to the values of our, the secular values of our country. So this portion, I'm going to start at Leviticus 25, verse 8, which you can find on page 946 of the Blue Torah Commentary.
And I would like to call up to the Bima to have the honor of the Aliyah and to chant from page 31, where the blessing is, the confirmation class. You can come, everybody come up and stand around the reading desk so you can see the Torah being read.
Oh.
And then many of you did not bring your prayer book. That's okay. You can all look onto that sheet.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed. Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch Adonai noten ha'torah.
V'safarta lecha. You shall count for yourselves Sheva Shabbatot Shanim, 7 sabbatical years. Sheva Shanim, Sheva Pamim, 7 years, 7 times. V'hayu lecha, and they shall be for you Yomei Sheva Shabbatot HaShanim, the days of 7 sabbatical years. Teshava Arba'im Shana, or 49 years. V'hav avarta ha-shofar truah, you shall sound a broken blast on the shofar. B'chodesh hashvi'i, on the 7th month. Be'asor lachodesh, on the 10th day of the month. B'yom ha-kippurim, on Yom HaKippurim, Yom Kippur. Ta'aviru shofar b'chol artzachem, you shall sound the shofar throughout your land. V'kidashtem, and you shall sanctify et shanat chachamishim shana, the 50th year. Ukeratem deror ba'aretz lechol yoshvecha, and you shall proclaim freedom throughout the land to all its inhabitants. Yovel hi tihyeh lachem, it shall be a jubilee for you. V'shavtem ish el achuzato, and you shall return each person to his possession. Ve'ish el mishpachto tashuvu, and you shall return each person to his family. Yovel he, it is a jubilee. Shanat hachamishim shana tihiyeh lachem. This 50th year shall be for you. Lo tizra'u, you shall not sow. Lo tiktzeru et sefichecha, and you shall not harvest its undergrowth, aftergrowth. Lo tivtzeru et nazirecha, and you shall not pick its untrimmed vines. Ki yovel hi, for it is a jubilee. Kodesh tihiyeh lachem, it shall be holy for you. Min hasadeh tochlu et tevuata, you may eat its crop from the field. Bishnat hayovel hazot, in this jubilee year, tashuvu ish, you shall return each person el achuzato, to his possession.
Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov Imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel Leah. May the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless Debbie for the beautiful Torah reading this morning, and bless the confirmation class for honoring us with their presence and for coming up to the Bima to honor the Torah. May all of you be blessed with health and happiness and joy today and every day, as together we say,
Amen.
Amen.
This is the last.
We get to the end?
It's a double.
Well, we'll chant Chazak in a moment when we lift the Torah. But before we do that, let's read a list of names compiled by our congregation who need some extra healing on this Shabbat this week. Michael Cummings, Padraig Oha Olain, Robert Brickweddy, Jim Levitas, Bonnie Schlegel, Eileen Pachersky, Cesare Atstadagos, Taylor Boyle, Mary Sue Kern, Tsipora, Teddy Aronson, Rhonda Garvis, Dina, Olivia Nord, Jennifer Nord, Lee Mannheimer, Sue Weber, Nick Swenson, Linda Pinsky Griffiths, Ellen Greenberg, Miriam Spillman, Ruth Weinblatt, Jim Landy, Linda Lindholm, Mark Van Noot, Rabbi Lynn Landsberg, Ted Richter, Sigmund Stern, Sylvia Topper, Shirley Thomas, John Trachtenberg, Cantor Sarah Lipset Allison, Liz Leider, Naomi Reyna, Lenny Leader, Beverly Stern. And we also mentioned for a blessing Nadav Vinish, who serves in Israel's Defense Forces, and Matthew Keeley, who is serving the United States in Afghanistan. If there are others to consider with our Misha Berach, I invite you to add their names when I look your way. Misha Berach is on page 32 in the prayer book. Misha Berach Avotenu know many of our weekly Torah students, Torah class students, are probably surprised that I didn't catch that it's the end of the book of Leviticus, but it is the end of the book of Leviticus. And so when we lift the Torah, you'll be able to see a little bit of space between the end of Leviticus and the beginning of Numbers, the next book. Let's make sure that you're actually going to be able to see that. Yep. And so we're going to rise, and then we're going to say Chazak, Chazak together, which means be strengthened as we go into the next book, and then we'll sing V'zot HaTorah. You can see the space. Chazak, Chazak, V'nit Chazek. V'zot HaTorah asher sa Moshe lifnei b'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai beyad Moshe. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai la lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai la lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai la lai 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 lai. You may be seated. I'm going to try something right now. Instead of doing the Haftarah reading for this week, I'm going to try an experiment, which is going to really fall on the shoulders of the adult group that is here today, because I thought this was a unique opportunity to have the confirmation class present, and that the older generation primarily is not their parents. There's a grandparent in the room, but not their parents, and I thought it would be interesting for them, for our 16-year-olds, most of you are 16, for our 16-year-olds, our 10th graders who are completing their formal Jewish education by being confirmed in just a couple of weeks, and in the process, trying to figure out really what it means to be confirmed. What does it mean to be a confirmand? And I thought it would be interesting just to ask if there was any adult in the room who wanted to share a sentence or two, an idea about what it means to us as adults that this next generation has followed through on this obligation and has learned the rites and rituals and history and holidays and so on and so forth, so that these traditions will continue. Does anybody want to share anything? Gloria. Confirmation class, turn and look at Gloria.
Hi. I want to say how good I feel, how warm in this cold day to see the continuation of thousands of years of Judaism through this confirmation class, and continue the Lador Vador from generation to generation, this beautiful tradition that we've inherited. Hopefully when you go off to college, you'll continue by checking out Hillel, and afterwards the Moshe House for continued learning and socializing as a Jew. And I want to thank you very much for doing this. And also remind you that this is a Reform synagogue, and guys and gals can sit together. So, thank you.
You can just pass it on.
But they don't have to. It's a choice. My name is Kent, and I think echoing what Gloria was saying, we're really, the more we learn about Judaism, and it's something that it's a lifelong learning. As a 13-year-old, you may not quite see that, but I think now with what you've learned in the last couple of years. Hopefully, you're starting to glimpse that it's something that you can continue to learn and deepen and be meaningful to you throughout your lives. You know, I think we look at the eternal light as the fire that we want to keep, that we all want to keep going. It's and welcome you as the newest generation of the keepers of the flame, and it's very meaningful for us. And thank you.
Shabbat Shalom. I'm Linda. I was a librarian before I retired, and I'm all about continuing education. And I don't want you to think that just because we're here, we have no doubts. And I'm sure most of the people in the room have doubts. Is there a God? Is there a God who's directly involved in my life? And whenever I have a doubt about anything, I want to learn more about it. So we do Torah study, and we study the other books and other parts of Judaism, and it brings us a deeper meaning to what we have. And it shouldn't just be because our parents are or our grandparents were. It's because it means something to us and we get something from it. So, as he said, the keepers of the flame. So we welcome you and we're delighted that you're studying.
Gail, I think, wanted to say something.
Hi, Shabbat Shalom. I'm Gail. First of all, I want to say that I've taught here long enough in the religious school that some of you may not remember me, but I was your teacher. I don't know if you just put me out of your memory because it was so terrible or whatever, but I am just so happy to see you here, and I hope that whatever I was able to teach did help you on your journey. And as the others have said, it's so important to us as the older generation to see people who are in their teens and 20s who are going to continue with Judaism. However you choose to do it, through study, through prayer, through actions, it just means so much to us. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Hi, I'm Esther. I too am delighted to see, I don't know if this is a large class, I think it is. Medium?
Medium.
Medium class. I'm one of the founders of Bet Shalom, and who knew, 35 years? I can't,
36, I think.
36, well, I can't count that high. I grew up in a Reformed congregation. You can figure out it's been many more years than 36. I studied, I was confirmed. I have learned so much more since I started coming to adult Torah study and beyond Torah study. You know, there are many books beyond the Torah, and it's been a delight to learn that, and I hope you too will, as you age, as you learn things in college, if you're going to college or wherever your life takes you, that you remember that there's a lot more to learn in your Judaism, and it's a great benefit. So, welcome.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and I'm actually a convert to Judaism. But when I was little, or younger, actually junior high age, my grandmother and I, when we were camping, she would sing to me weird little ditties, songs that I never could get the hang of. And she would teach me what she said were French Christmas carols. But as I came here a few years ago, I found that it was all the things in this book here. It was Hebrew. And the Christmas carol was Adon Olam. And so I feel like I have to rush now to learn all the things that she was too afraid to teach me. And I did not know she was Jewish. My father told me after we came here that her family was Jewish. And so I think, what a wonderful world you live in, what a wonderful opportunity you have. No fear that you can learn as much as you learn, and you don't have to rush at the end of your life, the last few decades of your life. And what a great opportunity that is, and I hope you just enjoy it and relish it, the opportunity to have that part in L'Ador Vador, as Gloria said.
Yeah, my name is Stan Alexander. I've had 6 kids go through confirmation class and 15 grandchildren go through the confirmation class. So congratulations to this year's class. After thousands of years of persecution, we as Jews should not be here today. There must be a reason that we are here today. Our God must be that reason. Our generation has volunteered in many small ways to improve the world and maintain our Jewish values and identity. Now it's up to this generation, this class, to continue our Jewish actions and hopefully improve the results. Your actions will not probably complete the job of improvement. Therefore, you will someday have to speak to the next generation to offer them inspiration.
Anybody else wanted to say anything? Donna?
Hi, I'm Donna, and my son went through confirmation class last year, and because I'm not really good at math, my daughter went a couple of years ago. So I had 2 kids that went through confirmation class, and one of the things that I remember distinctly was the difference, the anticipation between confirmation and your bar and bat mitzvah. Like when you guys were getting ready for your bar and bat mitzvah, it was the most important thing that you were looking forward to for majority. What do you think? Was it the party? I mean, let's be truthful. The party was a really big deal, which is you guys worked really hard, and that was awesome. And I'm sure you all had a fabulous time at your party. But what's important and the distinction is you knew about that bar mitzvah for years and years coming into religious school. Confirmation, I don't know if you were as astutely aware of it, but it was a continuation of your education. So I think you might have felt more compelled to go through your bar and bat mitzvah than you did confirmation class, but I want to say thank you so much for staying with it. I want to thank your parents also for reinforcing to you the importance of confirmation. Another thing that cracked me up about my son's bar mitzvah was, you know, Mom, today I'm a man. And I'm like, well, let me tell you a thing or two. You're no man. And you're 16 years old, and you might not be so-called men and women yet, but you are so on the cusp of that adulthood. And with that, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with it, of doing the right thing, of being true to yourself. And I just wish you lots of fabulous opportunities, trying new things, being open to things, experiences, and people. And best of luck with your future. So, thank you.
Hi, my name is Stephen. I thought this side needs to say something. But you know, when I went through confirmation, and as a young adult in my 20s, I was busy doing other things and wasn't particularly faithful to my Judaism. And as I became older, I became more involved. And so I want to share what it meant to me. It has held me because life is hard sometimes. And it helps support me in terms of knowing what is true. It's helped me keep in touch with the spiritual aspect of myself. It has helped me have a community that has supported me. And it has allowed me to continue to investigate what is important in life in a weekly way. And I found that has been enriching and supportive as I move towards you're the cusp of adulthood. I call myself on the cusp of old age. And so it's been really a support. And I say that to you so you know that it's useful. At least it's been useful for me. And I wish you well in your journey.
Well, confirmands, I hope you were listening, because there were some really important things that were said, and I express my appreciation to the older generation for sharing their wisdom. I think that was a unique opportunity, and I Don't know if you'll realize it now or later, but that was unique. Let's turn to page 36 in the prayer book. Please rise. Eitz chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomechecha meukshar derachecha darchei noam v'chol netivotecha Shalom, Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Chadesh, Chadesh Yameinu Chadesh Yameinu Kekedem. Aleinu is in the middle of page 37. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol latet gedula liotzer bereshit shelo asanu kigoye haratzot v'lo samanu כמשפחות האדמה שלא שם חלקנו כהם וגורלנו ככל המונם ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
We'll turn to page 39 in our prayer books and read responsively. At the rising of the sun and at its going down, we remember them. At the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. At the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we have decisions that are difficult to make, we remember them. As long as we live, they too will live, as we remember them. Today we think of those in our community who have died in recent days. Dick Salzer, Mel Lebowitz, Harold Devine, Esther Shatner, Corinne Zala, Alvin Bediner. And we also think of those whose yahrzeit falls this week. Idel Edelman, Vivian Berger, Benjamin Bernstein, Samuel Boderman, Samuel Barode, Donald Schaus, Morris Schaus, Alvin Cronson, Oscar Dolgoff, Eugene Fabes, Irving Feinberg, Barry Fox, Jay Gendler, Marion Gold, Merle Goodman, Benita Gold, Richard Hennessy, Jonathan Hoffman, Annie Juster, Francis Calland, Ralph Kramer, Murray Krasnoff, Robert Lessner, Erwin Levinson, Selma Levy, Beverly Luther, Samuel Martin, Val Morgan, Jesse Rhodes, Honey Salita, Stephen Serber, Rose Serber, Yaakov Shaked, Sandy Shedlove Silverstein, William Toberman, Rose Trestman, Mike Weisbart, Francis Winter, Pauline Ziskin. If you are remembering anyone today for Shloshim or for Yartzeit and you want to share their name with our community, I invite you to do so as I look your way. Zikronam livracha, may all of their memories be for a blessing as we turn to page 40 in our prayer books and read together Kaddish Yatom. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabba, Ve'alma divrach urute v'yamlich malchute, V'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, Va'agala uvizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba mevorach le'alam u'almei almaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit romam v'yit naseh. V'yit hadar v'yit halev v'yit halal shemei dekudasha brechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechamata. Da'amiran ve'alma ve'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hua ya'asei shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved among us, as together we say, Amen.
Osei shalom bimromav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen.
We are going to now transition out to the social hall. We're going to sing together as one community, Vishamru, and the prayers over Kiddush. And our confirmation students are going to join us for that, and then we're going to part ways after that. But we can certainly have a few moments for conversation and introducing ourselves. So,
Confirmation, we'll just have some juice and a piece of challah because we're going to be having lunch downstairs. And the juice is the yellow, the wine is the red, so confirmation should only be having the yellow. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Bnei Yisrael, oti leolam, oti leolam. Vishamru bnei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i, shavat vayinafash, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Al ken berach Adonai et Yom HaShabbat vayikadshehu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen L'chaim. And over the challah we say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, motzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. Confirmation class, let's meet in is the youth lounge? We have enough space up there? We're going to meet in the youth lounge in about 10 minutes. Shabbat Shalom.